Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to TechGalore. In today's video, we'll be diving deep into the top 10 most helpful AI technologies that are changing the world as we know it. From self-driving cars to medical advancements, AI is revolutionizing various industries in our daily lives. Let's explore these amazing innovations. Kicking off our list are self-driving cars. These autonomous vehicles use a combination of sensors, cameras, and AI algorithms to navigate roads, avoid obstacles, and make driving decisions. Companies like Tesla, Waymo, and Cruise are at the forefront of this technology, working tirelessly to bring fully autonomous vehicles to the masses. Let's take a closer look at how these cars work and their potential impact on our lives. Firstly, they promise to significantly reduce the number of accidents caused by human error, which accounts for a large proportion of road accidents today. Autonomous vehicles follow traffic rules diligently and can react to situations faster than humans, ultimately improving road safety. Secondly, self-driving cars have the potential to increase fuel efficiency and reduce emissions. By optimizing driving patterns, coordinating traffic flow, and minimizing congestion, these vehicles can contribute to a more eco-friendly transportation system. Thirdly, autonomous cars can provide increased mobility for individuals who may not be able to drive, such as the elderly or people with disabilities. This technology allows for a more inclusive transportation system, enabling greater independence for these individuals. Lastly, self-driving cars could lead to more productive use of time during commutes. Instead of focusing on driving, passengers can work, relax, or engage in other activities, transforming the way we perceive and utilize our time spent in vehicles. Next up is AI Rad Companion from Siemens Healthineers. This AI-powered tool is revolutionizing the medical field by automating and standardizing radiology reports. With its help, radiologists can save time, reduce errors, and provide more accurate diagnosis. Let's go ahead and take a few minutes to listen to Dr. Matthew Lundgren from Stanford Radiology and the Stanford Artificial Intelligence in Medicine and Imaging Center, amy@stanford.edu, answers question about how AI in radiology could be used and disseminated.
In the Children's Hospital to surrounding hospitals.
Yeah, so one of my personal passions is in global health, and I served as a vice president for a large global health organization that was focused on imaging, which is now the largest in the world, called RAD-AID. And in that process, we wrote a textbook on global health imaging, and we've kind of learned a lot about pitfalls and opportunities around the world in different situations. And when this research kind of started to really catch on, what immediately occurred to myself and those of us in this community was that, this technology is terrific, and I hope that we are able to help patients here at Stanford. But if you think about it, patients at Stanford, there's always a radiologist around to help. But 2/3 of the world's population, more than 4 billion people, there's no radiologist around. And that's a staggering number of people that have the same illnesses and have the same causes of death that we do. And they desperately need medical imaging, and even more than the equipment, they need the expertise to do it correctly. And what AI could potentially present is a very low-cost way to transport the combined medical knowledge and expertise here and other centers around the US and Europe, and bring that directly to the point of care in any part of the world that you want. And so I've shared this vision with Professor Andrew Ng, who you may know from the computer science department, and our labs have kind of combined to work extremely hard on massive scale deployment of these algorithms that we're validating. So if I can get a clinically validated algorithm in the hands of every practitioner around the world who would potentially use it or need it, I would consider that a big impact and a big win. And again, not having to add the extra layer of cost onto that, which is what AI can potentially do for us. So that's where my passion is.
Cybersecurity is a major concern in our digital age, and AI is stepping up to the challenge. Symantec Endpoint Protection is an AI-driven cybersecurity tool that learns from each security threat to better protect online businesses from malware and other attacks. Let's hear from a cybersecurity expert on how this technology is improving online security. Let's go ahead and take a few minutes to listen to Solutions' review about Symantec Endpoint Protection.
Hello and welcome to Solutions Review Explores, an ongoing series where we're examining the enterprise technology categories we cover at Solutions Review. I'm Jonathan Paula. Today's topic is an introduction to endpoint security, also known as endpoint protection. Every enterprise, regardless of size, has what we call a digital perimeter. This perimeter is comprised of all the devices or endpoints which connect to your IT network and their cybersecurity protections. These can include laptop and desktop computers as well as mobile and IoT devices. As more individuals connect to your network, the larger and more porous your digital perimeter becomes, making potential infiltrations by hackers that much more likely. The reason why is simple. You can think of each connecting endpoint as a new gateway for both users and hackers to gain access to your most important digital assets. And of course, the endpoints themselves can become the target of various cyber attacks, including ransomware, cryptojacking, and fileless malware. Worse yet, not every endpoint connecting to your business IT infrastructure provides a consistent layer of cybersecurity. Some only use their default protections, which could prove woefully inadequate against hackers. This is where endpoint security steps in. Next-generation endpoint protection allows IT security teams to monitor and secure all connected devices from a centralized location, ensuring consistent protections across the whole network. With next-generation antivirus capabilities, endpoint protection prevents, detects, and removes cyber threats like ransomware that would otherwise penetrate your initial defenses. However, endpoint security does so much more than that. For example, sandboxing IT members can analyze and evaluate unknown programs by safely observing their behaviors. Through EDR, endpoint protection can uncover dwelling threats and alert your security team. Next-generation firewalls monitor digital traffic coming into and leaving the network, tracking and blocking malicious or suspicious traffic and domains. And with application control, you can extend your cybersecurity to the data collected and transferred through apps on your devices. Even as cybersecurity transitions from a prevention-based model to a detection and remediation-based model, endpoint protection is a necessary building block for any enterprise. For more information about endpoint security, cybersecurity news, or our comprehensive buyer's guides, visit solutionsreview.com. Links are in the description below. And be sure to join us next time on Solutions Review Explores. My name is Jonathan Paula. Thanks for watching.
Now, let's turn our attention to Grammarly, an AI-driven writing assistant that helps improve the quality of your writing. Grammarly checks grammar, style, and tone, making it an invaluable tool for students, professionals, and anyone looking to enhance their writing skills. Let's go ahead and take a few minutes to better understand how Grammarly works.
Hello, I'm every politician in Washington. Running the country is hard enough, but explaining myself to voters? That's impossible. Most of them went to public schools. That's why I use Grammarly, Government Edition. It makes helpful suggestions to all my messaging, so you mouth-breathing sheep see things the way I want you to. Oh, that's a good idea. All I have to do is set the party slider and choose whether I want to appeal to the country or my base. Grammarly does the rest, helping me energize support or manufacture outrage. Though honestly, what's the difference? Grammarly turns difficult policy positions into clear, unassailable sound bites, and changes messy, unpalatable issues into confusing but easy to swallow misdirection, like a spoonful of subsidized corn syrup. Sugar! With Grammarly, I can use the exact same budget numbers to claim a spending cut or a spending increase. Oh, that makes things a lot more clear. Oh, that makes things a lot less clear. Oh, my donors will love this. Oh yeah. It can even give complex, morally dubious legislation a cute title that no real American could ever oppose. You may be thinking, voters aren't that dumb. Well, we wouldn't do this if it wasn't working. Grammarly Government Edition, helping Washington shovel all that bullshit you people keep eating. I can't say spaz anymore?
ChatGPT is an advanced AI chatbot capable of assisting with various tasks, from customer service to content generation. It's powered by OpenAI GPT-4 technology, which makes it incredibly versatile and adaptable to a wide range of applications. To get a better understanding of ChatGPT, take a look at my last video. Click the link in the card up above. Developed by Google, TensorFlow is an open-source machine learning library used in various AI applications, including image recognition and natural language processing. TensorFlow's flexible architecture allows developers to create powerful AI systems with relative ease. Let's go ahead and take a few minutes to better understand TensorFlow.
TensorFlow, an open-source machine learning framework famous for powering deep neural networks with high-level code. It was developed by the Google Brain team and first released in 2015. It's most commonly used with Python, but can run in other languages like JavaScript, C++, and Java. At its core, it's just a library for programming with linear algebra and statistics. As you know, the word tensor describes a multilinear relationship between sets of algebraic objects within a vector space, aka a multidimensional array. What makes it special is its collection of APIs for data processing, visualization, model evaluation, and deployment that make deep learning accessible to the average developer. It's extremely portable and is able to run on tiny mobile CPUs or microcontrollers with TensorFlow Lite, can run in the browser with TensorFlow JS, while the core library can scale up to multiple GPUs or run on tensor processing units, chips engineered specifically to run TensorFlow at a massive scale. It's used in medicine for object detection in MRI images, by Twitter to sort your timeline by tweet relevance, by Spotify to recommend music, by PayPal for fraud detection, in addition to many other applications like self-driving cars, natural language processing, and so on. To build your own neural network right now, create a Python file and install TensorFlow. Next, we'll need some data like Fash and MNIST, which we can automatically import. The goal is to train a model that can predict the clothing type of each image. TensorFlow has a subclassing API for expert users, but also integrates with the beginner-friendly Keras library, which has a sequential API that can easily build neural networks layer by layer. We start with a flattened layer that takes the 28 by 28 pixel image as an input and converts it into a one-dimensional array. This input layer is then fed into a dense layer with 128 fully connected neurons or nodes. You can think of each node like its own linear regression. As each data point flows through it, it'll try to guess the output and gradually update a mapping of weights to determine the importance of a given variable. In this case, it uses a rectified linear activation function that will output the input if a certain threshold is met, otherwise it will just output 0. And the behavior of this layer can be customized by tuning its hyperparameters. Finally, we have our output layer, which is also dense, but is limited to 10 nodes, which corresponds to the total number of clothing types in the dataset. Now we can compile the model and tell it to optimize a certain loss function like sparse categorical cross entropy. As we train the model for multiple epochs, its accuracy should gradually improve. The end result is a model that makes a prediction with the likelihood that an image is a certain type of clothing. Congratulations, you just built a neural network. This has been TensorFlow in 100 seconds. Hit the like button if you want to see more short videos like this. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.
IBM Watson is a powerful AI platform that has applications in data analysis, natural language processing, and image recognition. Watson's versatility and robust features make it a popular choice for businesses looking to harness the power of AI. Let's go ahead and take a few minutes to better understand IBM.
When Watson goes to work in a particular field, it learns the language, the jargon, and the mode of thought of that domain. Take the term cancer, for instance. There are many different types of cancer, and each type has different symptoms and treatments. However, those symptoms can also be associated with diseases other than cancer. Treatments can have side effects and affect people differently depending on many factors. Watson evaluates standard of care practices and thousands of pages of literature that capture the best science in the field. And from all of that, Watson identifies the therapies that offer the best choices for the doctor to consider in their treatment of the patient. With the guidance of human experts, Watson collects the knowledge required to have literacy in a particular domain, what's called a corpus of knowledge. Collecting a corpus starts with loading the relevant body of literature into Watson. Building the corpus also requires some human intervention to cull through the information and discard anything that is out of date, poorly regarded, or immaterial to the problem domain. We refer to this as curating the content. Next, the data is pre-processed by Watson, building indices and other metadata that make working with that content more efficient. This is known as ingestion. At this time, Watson may also create a knowledge graph to assist in answering more precise questions. Now that Watson has ingested the corpus, it needs to be trained by a human expert to learn how to interpret the information. To learn the best possible responses and acquire the ability to find patterns, Watson partners with experts who train it in using an approach called machine learning. An expert will upload training data into Watson in the form of question-answer pairs that serve as ground truth. This doesn't give Watson explicit answers for every question it will receive, but rather teaches it the linguistic patterns of meaning in the domain. Once Watson has been trained on QA pairs, it continues to learn through ongoing interaction. Interactions between users and Watson are periodically reviewed by experts and fed back into the system to help Watson better interpret information. Likewise, as new information is published, Watson is updated so that it's constantly adapting to shifts in knowledge and linguistic interpretation in any given field. Watson is now ready to respond to questions about highly complex situations and quickly provide a range of potential responses and recommendations that are backed by evidence. It's also prepared to identify new insights or patterns locked away in information.
OpenAI is a research organization focused on developing cutting-edge AI technologies and tools. One of their most notable achievements is GPT-3, a highly advanced AI model with wide-ranging applications. From generating human-like text to answering complex questions, GPT-3 is a testament to OpenAI's commitment to pushing the boundaries of AI research. Keras is a high-level neural network API that simplifies the development of deep learning models. Widely used in AI research and development, Keras enables developers to create and deploy powerful AI systems quickly and efficiently. Let's go ahead and take a few minutes to better understand Keras.
What is Keras? In this video, I aim to introduce Keras and explain what exactly it is. You have likely heard about it in a machine learning context, probably alongside the term TensorFlow. Keras is just an interface that allows you to easily access and customize the behemoth machine learning frameworks, including TensorFlow, Microsoft Cognitive Toolkit or CNTK, and Theano. These frameworks, also known as backends, do all the heavy lifting. When importing Keras in Jupyter Notebook, it says using TensorFlow backend, an extremely popular choice for programmers. You could still technically use these frameworks on their own, however they are quite complex. As a result, many people prefer a high-level API or application user interface such as Keras to run on top of them. Keras is a great, easy way to start implementing machine learning, and specifically deep neural networks. If you are interested in the basics of neural networks, I made a 4-part video series explaining exactly how they work. There will be a link to this in the video description. Keras allows for quick experimentation with deep neural networks and focuses on being user-friendly. It is a popular choice amongst hobbyists and professional developers alike, and I will be using it for various implementations and documenting my journey. It is written in Python, a dominant programming language in the machine learning world. If interested in using it, you should probably brush up on your Python programming skills. In the following videos, I will be using the Keras API, along with the TensorFlow framework on some datasets. In doing so, I will introduce some concepts and also hopefully captivate you with the beauty and power of machine learning.
Last but not least, we have DeepMind, a leading AI research company responsible for groundbreaking innovations such as AlphaGo and AlphaFold. AlphaGo, a program that defeated the world champion Go player, demonstrated the potential of AI and strategic thinking, while AlphaFold's breakthroughs in protein folding have far-reaching implications for medical research and drug discovery. Let's go ahead and take a few minutes to better understand DeepMind.
I believe that AI can help us better appreciate the beauty and the complexity of the human intellect. I'm Arnold, and this is AI by me. Let's go. I studied computer vision at the University of the Witwatersrand in Johannesburg, South Africa. We can teach machines to visualize images, to identify patterns and distinctive features in different images. AI is very good at identifying patterns, and I would really like to apply those tools into resource management. I see agriculture as the best field in which AI can be applied. We can use the reinforcement learning agent to optimize the maximum amount of crops and enhance the agricultural sector. Africa is like the basket of the world. My experience with the scholarship has been amazing so far. I was given the opportunity to attend the deep learning Indaba at Tunis. Indaba is an event which gathers AI and machine learning practitioners around Africa such that we can share our ideas and just grow together.
Have incredible talents that can make AI the biggest opportunity for the continent.
I am very tired.
Back in Cameroon, when I started learning about computer science, I really didn't see any African figure I could look up to. I would just want AI to inspire Africans like me, no matter their background, no matter where they come from, giving them the ability to dream. I work to be one of those people that the younger African generation can look up to and say, it is possible.
And there you have it, the top 10 most helpful AI technologies shaping our world today. From transportation to healthcare, AI is revolutionizing the way we live and work. We hope you enjoyed this in-depth exploration of these amazing technologies. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content. See you in the next one.